Okay, so welcome to everyone for a course of love. I like to always hold up the book because it took me the longest time to figure out what book I was listening to for a long time. So this is the book, A Course of Love, written by Perron, First Receiver. It's an ongoing book club, and tonight we are on chapter 8, page 266. Who shall read first tonight? What do you think, Ruben?
I can start.
You want to start it?
Yes.
Sure, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you. Chapter 8. The belief no relationships are special. In order for this learning to come to completion, you must put into practice the belief that no relationships are special. Your loyalty must be totally to the truth of who you are, and not continued to be split by a special relationship.
Excuse me 1 second, Ruben. For the ones just joining, we're on page 266 in 8.1. It's chapter 8, The Belief No Relationships Are Special. So sorry, Ruben. So sorry. Go ahead.
While your love relationships will provide a rich learning ground for you now, they must also now be separate from all that will continue to make them special. As was said within A Course of Love, the one you come to know through relationship is yourself. This is the learning ground on which you now stand. All that prevents you from being who you are within these relationships must be let go. All that will complement who you are must be received. Thus, the nature of many relationships may be required to change. Remember now that there is no loss but only gain, or you will feel threatened by what you will imagine to be loss. Remember too the practice of devotion, for in this practice is the truth separate from illusion. While your dedication to the goal of being who you are may at first seem selfish, it will soon be revealed to be the most sincere form of relationship. Relationship based on anything other than who you are is but a mockery of relationship. The calls that come to you now as signs and demands will not only aid you in your realization of who you are and your ability to live as who you are, but will aid all others. This is giving and receiving as one. What you gain will take nothing from anyone. What another is able to give, you will take nothing from them. And what you're able to give, another will take nothing from you. These are all calls to know yourself and to act on this knowing. These are calls to truth, and but take the form of honesty for a brief time, as the truth of who you are is revealed to you and through your relationships to all. A new type of acceptance is required here, one not previously asked or expected of you. This is an acceptance that you know your own truth, and an acceptance that the truth will not change. As we have said that you are not called to an ecstatic acceptance that does not include change, this new idea of acceptance requires further clarification. It was said often within a course of love that the truth does not change, that the truth of who you are has not changed, and you are as you were created. Form and behavior are, however, subject to change, as are your expressions of who you are. This distinction must be fully realized here in order for you to accept the truth of who you are and to come to an acceptance of the unchangeable nature of this truth. This is akin to being done with seeking. This is the final acceptance that you have found and that you have been found. You need no longer journey onto the path of seeking. The truth of yourself that you reveal now will not become a new truth as you take a new path. Your path now is sure and its final acceptance necessary. You are the prodigal sons and daughters who have returned home. Your state is not finite. You are not here to rest and gain strength for another journey in search of something that is not available here. Here is the realm of the already accomplished. This is home. Your expression of who you are may lead you to many new adventures, but never again to the special relationships that will take you away from your true self. Never again will you be away from home, for home is who you are, a place you carry within you, a place that is you. This is the home of unity. How much time will be saved by an end to empty seeking? You have already arrived and need no time to journey any longer. How much time will be saved by an end to the maintenance required by special relationships? When all relationships are holy, You have no need to maintain a specialness. Thus again is your learning advanced by leaps and bounds formerly reserved for the angels. You are your own wings, your relationships but the breeze that keeps you afloat. Thank you.
So beautiful. Thank you, Ruben. Home is who you are, a place you carry within you, a place that is you. So beautiful to think of yourself as a home. A home with all the doors and windows open.
I just need to accept that truth that
You
I
know,
am. Oh,
yeah, yeah. The first time I read this, I don't know about you, but I didn't get it on this in this chapter. It I didn't really realize it until a little while after I finished the book and things began to change. Then rereading it, it's like, oh, and certain things I read and the realization then hits, oh, this is what happened, you know. It is so beautiful how this book undoes you.
well, in my own experience, it just put me in relationship with my being, with myself, with my source, with my creator, with with the love that holds everything.
Yes,
And I just stay there and like Course of Miracles say in the beginning, chapter The Origin of Separations, chapter 2, God is always extending
yes,
itself. So love is always extending itself. I don't have to do nothing. I just need to embrace the truth of who I am, of the love of eternity, and just let eternity or the love use use my mind, use my spirit, use my form to keep extending and extending and extending.
yeah. The spaciousness.
Yeah. Same way I used to do it with the ego thought system. I let the ego thought system take over. I didn't have to think. He was doing all that thinking. He drove me crazy and I was happy and he made me happy, but I didn't know that it was temporary. I didn't know that it wasn't real. So same way I'm letting the Holy Spirit or the Spirit or the truth lead the way. Same way I just all right, I'm I'm not going to change anything. The only thing that I change is my belief. And we have this new belief in chapter 8, the belief no relationships are special. So now accepting that belief, it just brought me back to home, to that place of unity.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you for your sharing, Ruben.
Thank you.
Shall we continue or are we already full?
I, it is up to you. I am. I just love this energy. This you want to. I mean, it's beautiful to read because I just love how the energy of these words take over you
Yes,
while you're reading.
yes. I'm always either reading it or listening to it. For that reason, I love to, if I'm walking my dog, I just put it on and I just, every time I hear it, I catch something new that I didn't catch it the last time, like something new opens. I just love it. I think we should continue the belief there is no loss but only gain. I'm feeling that. What do you feel?
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chapter 9, page 268. The belief there is no loss but only gain. That's a nice belief. I ask you now to remember a time when you felt from another the desire to help or to meet your needs. Do not think that this desire is not present in all relationships. It is only the ego that stands between desire and the meeting of desire, needs and the meeting of needs. The word need and the word dependent are only words, and words that would be inconceivable to you in the state of unity before you left it. Now, they are just tools, as are many other means of practice that assist you in bypassing your ego mind. Some practices, more commonly thought of as tools, might be meditation, exercises of the body, such as yoga, or exercises of the mind, such as affirmations. These tools are all means of releasing ego mind and inviting the one mind or unity into the present moment. When seen as such, all these tools, including needs, can ignite the combination of learning and unlearning, the letting go of one so that the other can arrive. We are now beginning to speak of the second aspect of treasure that was addressed in the beginning of this treatise as something found that is kept secure and cherished. This aspect of treasure relates to your ability to let go. As many of you will find the idea of letting go of special relationships among the most difficult of ideas contained in this course of study. The ability to let go must be further discussed. When a need is filled, you have been accustomed to having a reaction to this meeting of a need as if it takes place apart from you or from outside of you. You assign the meeting of a need to a person or system or organization. You as often feel indebted as you feel grateful for the meeting of needs. When your life is running smoothly and needs are being continuously met, you begin to want to hang on to the relationships that you feel met these needs because of their ability to meet them. When your needs cease being met, you believe there has been a loss, such as with the loss of a job or loved one, or even of the promise of some service. When you think in such a way, you believe in loss and gain rather than in the replacement belief that there is no loss but only gain. It is perhaps best seen in the contrast implied by the intent to hang on. The desire to hang on to anything assumes that what you have is in need of protection, or that it would not be secure without your effort to keep it secure. Inherent in this assumption is the concept of having or ownership. How does this relate to having needs? By identifying needs in such a way, in the same way that you identify having in regards to possessions, you but continue to feel as if you have needs even long after they have been met. Since I have already stated that you do have needs This may seem confusing. In relationship, every need is met by a corresponding need. It is a dance of correspondence. All needs are shared. This is what differentiates needs from wants. This is true in two senses. It is true in that all needs, from survival needs to needs for love, are literally shared in the same measure by all. The other sense in which needs are shared is in the aspect of correspondence. They are shared because they are known. Every being inherently knows that it shares the same needs as every other being of its kind. Every being also inherently knows that needs and the fulfillment of needs are part of the same fabric. They are like puzzle pieces that fit together. Other beings that share life with you on this planet are not concerned with needs or need fulfillment. Doing what needs to be done in order to survive is hardly the same as feeling that one has a need. Needs are the domain of the thinking being only. Thinking beings share needs because of the way in which they think. That some seem to have more needs than others is a fallacy of perception. Not one has more needs than another. What is shared by all is not owned. What all have is in no danger of being taken away. All that you are capable of having, you already have as the already accomplished. All that you would give will take nothing away from you. This could be restated as the belief that there is no loss but only gain. The extent to which you deny your needs or are honest about your needs makes the difference in your connection or separation within relationship. The extent to which you are willing to abdicate your needs in order to attain something is the extent to which your belief in want or lack is revealed. This is the purview of special relationships. Thus, the very compromises you are often prone to make in special relationships are but the symptoms of your fear. As soon as you are content or self-satisfied, or in other words, feel your needs are met, the desire to hang on to what you have arises. This is true of knowledge, or what you know, and of who you are, just as much as it is of special relationships and what you might more readily think of as treasure, such as a successful career or inspired creative project. As soon as the desire to hang on arises, both learning and unlearning cease to occur. The desire to maintain a state you believe you have achieved and have labeled a state in which your needs are met creates a static level that, no matter how good or right or meaningful, loses its creative nature by remaining static. So, how do you remain within the constant creative flux or flow of creation without either constantly striving for more of what you already have or for what you consider progress? You need a means of disconnecting this drive that has become instinctual to you. As a being existing in form, you have honed certain instincts over millennia, such as the instinct to survive in order to carry on in physical form. There is no such thing as a static level in unity, where creation is continuous and ongoing. You should have no desire to reach such a state, and the awareness that you are in such a state can alert you or serve as a sign that the ego mind and its fear-based thinking have momentarily returned. This does not mean that you will never be at rest or that you will be constantly seeking to arrive. As has already been said, you have arrived, and rest exists only in the state of unity. Because you have not thought previously of needs as tools every bit as valuable as the others mentioned here, this adjustment in your thinking may seem difficult to accept. How does the identification of needs or dependency inherent in relationships bypass the ego mind? They heretofore have not, only because of your perception of them as signals of what you are lacking. Once this perception has shifted, your ego mind will cease to be fed by these concerns. What is food for the ego mind is fear, and the removal of these final fears will quite literally starve the ego mind out of existence. Praise God. An understanding of the mutuality of needs will aid you in being honest about your needs, thus allowing them to be met. Then the need to define or to identify them ceases. Your needs only continue to be brought to your awareness as needs until your trust in their immediate and ongoing fulfillment is complete. Once this trust is realized, you will no longer think in terms of needs at all. Once you are no longer concerned with needs and the meeting of needs, you will no longer be concerned with special relationships. You will realize that there is no loss, but only gain involved in letting them go. Holding on to what you think will meet your needs is like holding your breath. Your breath cannot long be held. It is only through the inhaling and exhaling, the give and take of breathing, that you live. Each time you are tempted to think that your needs can only be met in special ways by special relationships, remember this example of holding your breath. Think in such a way, no longer than you can comfortably hold your breath. Release your breath and release this fear and move from special to holy relationship. This phase of coming to accept need and dependency is necessary only as a learning ground of experience on which trust can grow. Once this trust is realized, you will no longer think of trust, just as you will no longer think of needs. Ceasing to think in these terms will soon be seen as a valuable ability and a time-saving measure of great magnitude, as these old ways of thinking leave you You will be loved as who you are in truth. How do you feel, Ruben?
Oh, good. That was good. I enjoyed the last one. Um, as this always of thinking leaves you, you will be left as who you are in truth. That one. Plus the other example of holding um no your breath, holding your breath. Your breath cannot long be held. It is only through the inhaling and exhaling, the give and take of breathing, that you live. I mean, it is very clear. I cannot hold any thought in my mind. As soon as I receive it, let it go.
Mm.
Because the moment you let it go, another one comes. And those are eternal thoughts in my own experience. Let it go. Let it go. Always free. Same way with my breathing. That's a beautiful example. We cannot hold the old. I mean, I breathe, so I receive information, eternal information. And I inhale, no, let it go. So whatever I'm receiving, it's just pure energy. Same thing with these words. We're here reading. We cannot hold to these letters. We had to let them go, but the energy stay with us, and that energy is the one that keeps us alive. So when in my own experience, when I'm breathing, you know, and inhaling and exhaling, it's just a tool. In reality, what I'm getting is energy and releasing the old energy,
Mhm.
receiving new energy, new thought, and letting go of this deal energy. And that is amazing. And I can, I mean, that's my experience. Ruben, in this place of unity, there is no wife, there is no separation, there are no children, there's only unity. And for me, it's a complete relationship, trust in the source, you know, the source all the time. I'm not thinking about, am I going to have the next reading available? I'm just trusting it's going to be there.
Right,
I
right.
receive it and I let it go. In one of these lessons, well, I guess in the second book, The Art of Thought, that is same thing. The art of thought. It's just, Ruben, let it go, all your thoughts, because new thoughts are coming. And they're not able to come into your mind because you're full of old thoughts, old beliefs. And that's what we're doing here. Chapter 9, the belief. We're changing my old beliefs. I'm changing my old beliefs for this belief. There is no loss, but only gain. I really thought it was a loss to let it go, my thoughts, to let it go of my brothers and sisters, to let it go of my past more than anything, to let it go of my fear. But the moment I let it go, the new, that is eternal love, that is eternal stuff, come and take the place of the let it go. And it is a continuous flow from the
Yeah,
source to creation. That's my feeling. That's my experience.
yeah, to try to stay spacious.
I mean, that place belongs to the source. Uh,
Mhm.
Course of Miracles is very clear in my own experience. All the power the physical universe has come from the mind, come from the mind. So what I did is, okay, if all the power is in the mind, so I bring all my attention to the mind and I release the physical universe. Now I'm living from the mind. But the mind sooner or later will realize all the power the mind has come from the spirit, from ourselves. I'm like, well, I'm just keep going. I release the mind and I put all my attention on the spirit. And Course of Love is very clear. The spirit is your source. All love is your source. The oneness. And I'm like, and I don't have to worry about the universe or the mind because the source take care of all that. I just need to stay. I just need to put all my attention back because that's where all my power is. That's my power, I guess. My because if I put my attention in the physical, I'm just separating myself from the other stuff. So I bring all my power, that is my attention, to the source and let it be, let it be. Uh, that's my experience. Thank you for this space, Kimberly.
Yes, thank you for joining. Thank you for your sharing of your experience with this book, with this new way of being. It's remaining in our beingness, you know.
Yeah.
We're human being, but most of the time human doing.
Yes.
it, I feel when I let go of my own human doing and just be a human, just in being, then it's automatically spacious, it's automatically flowing, it's automatically giving and receiving as well. Just stay in the being, you
Yes.
know, that's in the unity. That is the unity, it's just being. We are love being, our source is love. Being, love is who we are. So we just rest in our being, human being. Interesting. That word, being.
Being.
Being. Mhm. Because to be is, you know, uh, part of I am, you know,
Being.
being. Yeah. It's our I amness, you know, our beingness, the Christ, you know, self, the I am, the beingness. So when we're being and not doing, and but the doing is mostly, the mind, like he was talking about in this chapter. To me, it feels like it's the mind that wants to hold on to things, the in my own experience. But so if I let go of that and just rest in the being, then everything just automatically just flowing. So for me, my experience. What you feel? Yeah.
Well, not too long ago, probably last week or 2 weeks ago, we were doing the lesson chapter, the being, I believe it's chapter 27. And it's like, it says, it is very clear there. Being is who you are. It's not being human or being father or
Right.
being,
It's just being.
it's just being. It's just being. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
And that's what I found in my own experience. It's just an instant. It's
Yeah.
just an instant. When you're tired of all this stuff, it's a lot of conflict and you ask for help. And in some way, when you're asking for help, you realize it's just you and God. It's a dialogue between you and your source. And in that moment, because that happened to me, in that moment, I received the light, I can say, in 1 second, in an instant. I was, Father, I'm so tired of all this stuff. I just need some peace. And what about your family? My inner voice say. And what about your job? I'm so tired. I just want peace. I wanna be happy. I wanna learn how to be happy with 1 penny or with nothing. I want to learn to be happy with nothing. And I was tired. I was in a very dark place. And suddenly, peace. And you can feel, I was able to feel the peace and from the core of my being extending and extending and
Oh
extending.
yeah. I feel the peace of God within me now. I love
Yes.
that lesson.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't believe in none of this stuff. If I don't see it, that was my way of thinking. If I do not see it, I do not believe it.
No, you can
Of course.
feel it. You can
Yeah, I
feel
did
it.
that. So later, when I was so tired of the whole thing, when I had that realization, wow. I mean, I was able to feel it, and I'm like, why this feeling came from? Because you believe, Ruben. So now I say, if I wanna feel it, I had to believe it. If I wanna see it, I had to believe it first. And I believe. I believe that I am a spirit with a mind, and the body is just a thought in my mind, I can say. I believe that everything is being held by that power that is God. And I start to live from that belief. I start to work from that belief that I am a spirit. And it's just one thought, but this is one eternal thought. The
Yeah,
whole you are a spirit. And
yeah,
that thought brought more thought like itself.
yeah,
And I was surrounded at the end of the year with a bunch of thoughts, but eternal thoughts,
mm,
because I was able to change my belief that I am a body to I am a spirit. I am a
yeah,
spirit with a body. And I was like,
yeah. That's a good point because many times, and I long time ago I thought so too, that I'm a body and I have a spirit in me. But it's the other way.
It's the other way.
When you realize everything is spirit and
Yeah,
you're just like a little piece of it.
it's the other way. And as a
Yeah, it's the other
spirit,
way.
yeah, as a spirit, you have all these bodies living in you. I mean, I realize, well, if I'm a spirit and this body lives in me, so
Mhm.
what about my wife? Your wife is a spirit too, and she lives in
She's
you.
also in you.
And she doesn't know. And what about my daughter? Same thing. They're a spirit with the mind, but they do not know. Like you, Ruben, you didn't know either. I mean, I didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't know till I was 40 years old. So most of my life, I live from the body,
Oh.
body, not from the spirit. If I don't see it, I don't believe it. So from that place till I got tired, I guess I don't know if it's normal, but I was 40 and I'm like, I don't want to keep going. What's the
Mm.
point? Everything has a beginning, the middle, and the end. And we start all over again. Beginning, middle, and end. I I don't want to keep going. And I fell into the darkness,
Oh.
in depression. And suddenly, that was the light. You are a spirit with a body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And I was very clear with the spirit. Look, I do not know you, spirit. I'm so tired of this guy, the body.
The ego.
that I'm going to start with you, but I want to trust you. I want to know you. And that's the way I start my relationship with the spirit. And a year and a half later, that spirit introduced me to Course in Miracles. And the first lesson that I was introduced in Course in Miracles, it was just, I mean, everything was working pretty good.
Mm.
You are a spirit. That was the first. That was the first lesson, and I'm like, this is. I mean,
So
everything
that is
was.
a giving and receiving as one.
Yeah. So, and that was in 2005, Kimberly. So it's been 20 years.
20 years.
20
Wow.
years since I started living from that place,
Mm-hmm.
spirit. And I start with one simple thought: I am a spirit. And
Mm.
yeah, so same way that ego speak to us, the spirit speak to us.
Mm.
And the spirit say, yes, you are a spirit. A spirit is your only reality with a mind and a physical body.
Mm.
So when I was introduced to Course in Miracles, they say the body is an illusion. It's not real. And I'm like, I realized later, yeah, everything what I think with the ego is not real. It is an illusion. But
Yeah.
what I think with my father is real. And the body's still there, but now it's in the service of the source of the spirit.
Mm.
So the world's still there, but it's so different when you start to see everything from the spirit. Then it's too much different than seeing it from your physical eyes. Because in my own experience, uh, before I was introduced to this stuff, I was just seeing bodies. I wasn't able to see beyond that. And because the spirit, I recognize that there's just beliefs, ideas, thought that lives and moves in your mind. I was like, no, I never approached, I didn't know that I have a mind. So I didn't know that I had a spirit. I didn't know that I had a mind. I just knew that I had a brain. And I really believe that everything was contained in the brain, so even the spirit. I mean, I was so far away from this reality that is spirit.
Mm.
And I guess till you get tired, I had to ask for a divorce to the body and the spirit shop. Marry me. Marry me. Yes. I'm so tired of this guy that I married the spirit. And we become one the same way I became one with the ego. But that relationship didn't work. It's never full. It's always asking, give me. And with God or with the source, you don't have to work. What? You just need to be, like you say, you just need to.
Being, just be.
And the feeling speaks for itself.
Yes, the feeling that because the spirit who we are will just start moving within us and
Yes.
move us to how to say it begins to almost like animate you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like and it, like you realize, oh, this is not even me. You know, this one who I thought was me, it's not even me. The real me is this other bigger spiritual, yeah.
Yeah.
That when you realize, you're like, oh, wow, and you start to feel it, like the spaciousness and the how I would say the gifts of the spirit, like the gifts begin to open,
Yeah.
and and I guess with everybody, I don't really talk about it, but I guess with everybody it's different, or maybe
If
it's all the same. I it's probably on some levels just it's just the same because we're all the same spirit, So I think that brings a like a sense of joy and adventure to every moment, like how will it unfold, like in what he was saying in that chapter, I have experienced more than once, um, in this last chapter, there's no loss, only gain.
yeah.
How just I don't even say what my need is, and it suddenly miraculously just shows up. Like I can't even I have no explanation. It's just miraculously shows up.
I mean,
And
the breathing by example. God knows, or the soul knows,
yeah,
that we need to breathe. And He just sent it.
right.
We don't have to
Yeah.
do nothing like,
We don't think
we
about
don't
the
have,
next breath
yeah,
or the
we don't have to
heartbeat or
say,
or are my legs going to work in the morning or like we don't think about it, but yeah. So
yeah, but when I was presented with the belief that all your conflicts come from your thinking, Like, well, what happened if I stop thinking? Hmm? Well, stop thinking and feel it. Have the experience and let that not thinking give it you the experience and you decide for yourself, Ruben. Stop thinking. And I was like, okay, I'm going to stop thinking. And I use lesson 189 from Course in Miracles.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like drop everything.
Let
Drop
me
everything,
let me
every
find.
thought, every belief, every image. Drop
Yeah.
the mind. So I drop everything. And now you wait. And I'm like, there is nothing here.
So this is
There is
not a Course in Miracles reading. Oh
yes,
yes, yes. This one is my favorite. This is what I feel the love of God within me now.
yes.
Yes, lesson 189.
And I was like,
I love
there
that
is,
one.
there is nothing here. Let the nothing speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, yeah. And after a while, when you reside in the nothingness embrace you.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
And it's like it's what we're doing here. I
Yeah.
mean, we just read no relationships are special in chapter 8. And now my relationship now is with my source, not thinking, because he provide my next breathing, you know.
Yeah.
He provide my next boom, 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 boom. I don't have to think about it.
No.
So I really trust in that guy, in that energy, in that
Yeah.
feel. Yes, he knows. He knows. In the same way, I need the air, the oxygen,
Yeah.
this energy. He knows that I need the money to pay my bills. He knows that I need food for this body. And he provides everything and he moves this body to where all this stuff is. You
Yeah.
know? I'm like, I remember many times, Ruben, get up. 3 o'clock in the morning. What 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 am I going to do? Let's go outside to the back of the patio. I have a present for you. Okay, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's dark outside. I take my phone with me. I go there. Now it's in that tree, Ruben. Look at the tree. Okay, and I go there with the light. And I see three deers. Three deers laying down, waiting for me. I'm like, this is God. This is the spirit. I mean, how in the world, 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to know that these deers are outside in the patio?
Oh.
And the voice was very clear. I have a present for you. So
Oh.
you learn, you trust the voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you just like, thank you, Father. Thank you. Whoever is there. Thank you. So yeah, if I don't, like I say, if I don't see it, I do not believe it. I used to say that. Now I believe, and they show up. All this stuff show up. Like another day, you need milk. No. Yes. Go and check the refrigerator. You need milk and you need to go to Walmart. Okay, I go there and check in the milk. As soon as I open, the gallon fell. So, it's something. I get the message. I need to go to Walmart to the meal department because somebody's there that need to hear this truth. or I need to
Oh,
receive something from that person. So I just picked up my car and I went to Walmart to the meal department, and a lady was there.
oh,
She just lost somebody and she was
oh,
asking for help to God, even before she showed up there. So I got there, I saw the lady, and I start talking to her, and I said, "Oh, this is the reason that I'm here." And I just share this truth that we are a spirit, that we're not humans with a spirit, that we are a spirit having human experience. And she was able, I saw her light. I mean, I saw how he changed. I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And she just shared, I was so desperate. I was in pain because I lost my husband and blah, blah, blah. And I don't
oh,
know why I stop in this Walmart. Most of the time, I have other Walmart close home, but something guide me
oh,
here.
oh.
Thank you, Father. And
Wow,
she
that's
just,
beautiful story.
yeah. So living from that source is separate. It's our life. It's our home. We just need to be there. So, Kimberly, thank you for this space.
Yes, yes, thank you for all of this. Thank you. Thank you for your sharing. And well, that was very nice. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. And thank you for all the viewers of the videos too. I
Yeah.
appreciate you. And I'm so happy for anyone who joined live or for listen later. I don't even care if it's the ones I do or not. I just want everybody to find somebody's class that they like and so that they can receive the gift of this book. You
Yes.
know, that is all I really care for. So I probably should stay. But, the main thing is that everybody receive that, and like the story you just spoke of the lady at Walmart. However we receive, it's perfect for us
We just never know. I mean,
in whatever way. Yeah,
somebody's going to listen to this recording. Say, oh,
who
and
needs it? Yeah,
and we just never know when. Because
yeah,
you see, I told you that I was in the darkness, and suddenly somebody mentioned to me, Ruben, are you a body with a spirit? Or are you a spirit with a body?
yeah,
So that changed everything. And so we don't know how far this works. It's just energy is traveling
yeah,
and it's
yeah,
going to reach the people that
yeah,
need to hear this stuff. So thank
yeah.
you, thank you, thank you.
So thank you to everybody. Thank you. So that is all for now. And next Monday, 8 o'clock next time. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye.